Hello everybody, it's me Heather. So today I wanted to bring you a review slash tutorial with Urban Decay's Naked Skin, their Weightless Ultra Definition Liquid Makeup. I love such a long title for foundation. And I also wanted to go ahead and talk about the optical blurring brush that they recommend that you use with it. This is my second time purchasing this foundation. I love this foundation. This is my absolute favorite foundation right now. The brush was given to me for consideration, so I love both. I love the brush. I love the foundation. I wear shade 7.0 in this foundation because I do have a more olive or yellow undertone to my skin. I love the way their skin system runs, their foundation matching system runs. I believe they have 18 shades, starting with 0.5, going all the way to 12.0. Any number that ends in 0.5 has a pink undertone. Anything that ends in 0.0 has a yellow undertone. So my shade in this is 7.0. I'm going to apply this today using the optical blurring foundation brush from Urban Decay. You can apply this foundation using your fingers. You can use sponges. You can use brushes. Since I am prone to, blemishes, I prefer to use foundation brushes because those always seem to give me a more flawless looking application, and I can blend much quicker. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I moisturized my skin, but I'm not using a skin primer today. I'm not using a makeup primer because I wanted you to be able to see what kind of finish you get without a primer. I do love the coverage of this foundation. So let me go ahead and get started on that, and then I'll talk more about this foundation once we start. I'll do half my face first, and I guess I'll talk more about the foundation and the brush, and then I'll finish my application. So you always want to shake this before you use it, and they even have a little shaker ball in there. You can probably hear it. And this one's brand new. I haven't used it yet, so it might take a moment to get started. All right, there we go. There we go. I usually start off with just one pump. I went ahead and did like 2 pumps since it was kind of like a pump and a half. I take the brush and I just push it on there. Push it right on my hand. And then from there, I just blend it out. And actually, I got a little mirror here that I'm going to use since I don't always have the best lighting on my laptop. So you can see what kind of finish I get with this foundation. Anywhere I want to build coverage, I literally just push the brush into my skin and push it up under my eye. Anywhere I need to build coverage, I just push it on. I love this foundation. I usually only need like 1 or 2 pumps for my entire face. I recently washed this brush, so I think that the water that's still in my brush, because it's still kind of wet, is thinning out some of the foundation. So I do love this brush, but the problem with this brush is it is so hard to clean. Because whenever you apply your foundation using the optical blurring brush, it just goes into this brush because it is a stippling brush. It just goes in there. And whenever you use like a brush cleaner, like the spray kind, if you use it on like a tissue and then you wipe off the brush, it always, it'll clean the top bristles, but whatever is inside there is stuck in there until you actually give your brush a bath. And then the problem with me giving my, brushes a bath, like whenever I use a brush shampoo, or usually I actually just use baby shampoo to clean my brushes, because it always keeps the bristles really soft. I usually have to wash it twice, because the foundation just goes so deep into these brushes that I usually have to wash it twice to get it all out, to get it look white on the tips again, to get it clean again. And then this brush takes forever to dry. So although I do like this brush, I love it a lot, it's a pain to clean and it takes forever to dry. So just a heads up. So if you're in a hurry, you might want to have a backup brush for days that this brush is not dry. So I don't know if you guys ever noticed before, I have a natural birthmark here. It's a white pigment, or I should say lack of pigment. It's a white birthmark. And I'm never really concerned. I'm never concerned with covering that up. Being that it's off here to the side, most people don't even notice it unless I point it out to them. So you can see that the foundation is kind of a medium coverage. It's not full coverage. but you can see the difference in my skin. There's more warmth to my skin. It has a slight dewy, dewiness to it, but it's not super duper dewy, and it's definitely not matte. So let me talk more about the foundation, and then I'll finish my application. So the foundation, it's lightweight, it's non-greasy, it's oil-free, it has no parabens. This is actually a vegan formula, which I think is really cool. So this is not an all-natural product, but it is vegan, as in there are no animal byproducts, and this product is not tested on animals. So that's pretty cool. The ingredients, let me check out a couple of these. The ingredients, they have Matrixyl 3000. That is an anti-aging peptide. I've seen this ingredient before in items from, I believe, Peter Thomas Roth. I believe the Peter Thomas Roth skincare line, this is an ingredient they use in some of their products. There's lychee derm is in this. I had to look online to find out what lychee derm is. Lychee derm is the trademark name for lychee extract. And what that does is it is a brightening antioxidant. So that's in here. This also has vitamin E. Vitamin E. Anything else I missed? Oh, and antioxidant green tea. So anytime I've worn this foundation for an extended period of time, by the end of the day, my skin just looks so healthy. It like has a healthy glow to it. And it's never greasy. It does wear better with a primer. I do like to wear this with a primer. And this is a water-based foundation, but I find it does apply well with a silicone-based primer, although sometimes, they try to recommend that if you're using a water-based foundation, you should use a water-based primer, but I have found that this actually applies quite nicely with a silicone-based primer, skin primer. But this is my absolute favorite foundation right now. It's always lightweight, non-greasy. It has buildable coverage. I should have probably left my brush dirty for this video so that it would apply even better. But this is great for people that want to wear a foundation that makes their skin look like skin and not like they're wearing a ton of makeup. Because this is never heavy, it's never cakey, it doesn't settle in or at least doesn't settle in my fine lines. And I have fine lines around my eyes. It covers up the discoloration and redness that I get on my nose frequently. So yeah, that's all I can say about this for now. I love this foundation. I bring it down my neck a little. So even though you can still see my blemishes through, it's still just, it warms up my complexion nicely. It makes me have a healthy glow. It's not super duper dewy. It's not super duper matte. It's what they call a demi matte finish. And this is my favorite foundation, and this is one that I will buy again and again and again until I find something that replaces it as my ultimate favorite. But in the meantime, I'll always have a second foundation on hand too that I'll be trying out. So right now that spot is open. I haven't decided what foundation that's going to be next. Preferably I would like it to be something I haven't already used on a regular basis, so it's something new that I can try out and tell you about. But yeah, Naked Skin, my favorite. Hopefully it'll be your favorite too. Alright, and this video is not sponsored by Urban Decay. This was not given to me for consideration. I did purchase this for the second time with my own money. The brush was given to me for consideration. I do like this brush, but like I said, it's hard to clean, takes forever to dry. Alright, oh, and actually, real quick, synthetic fibers, recycled aluminum. They call this the Good Karma Optical Blurring Brush. And this is really great for people that are heavy-handed and tend to apply too much foundation because it really blends it out so nicely and seamlessly. There's no line of demarcation. It's really excellent. Alright, I'll see you guys next time, and thanks for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. And if you guys have tried Naked Skin, let me know what you guys think of it, and also let me know what shades you wear if you send a picture or if you do a video response, because I'm curious to see what other people wear the same shade as I do that have noticeably different skin tones at a glance, but then it turns out we wear the same shade in foundation. That's always cool. Alright, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks again.